Alright, guys, back at it again. Week 9, basically halfway through the season. And let's get right to it. We'll get as much done as we can. This is a kickoff return, so look at that. No one around at all. Look at this. Two guys next to each other. Everyone's just bunched up. There's no lane assignments. And then the punter or kicker, whoever, just falls on his side. The Bengals completely lost this on purpose, though. They had a chance to seal the game, and the Bears let them come back. The Bears were almost up 3 touchdowns. They had a pick six to go up 3 touchdowns, and the NFL took that back. When they did that, I knew they were going to let the Bengals come back and make it a closer game. If they let the pick six happen, they couldn't have justified it. So Vegas had to take that back. That's all that was, guys. We're not going to waste too much time on this kick return. Actually, let's pause really quickly, though. At the point of attack, I want you guys to see how stupid this is real quickly. These two guys, why are you next to each other? Really dumb. This guy should be here making the tackle. This guy is fine. And then this guy, I guess he's fine too. So really, this guy is just in the wrong spot. Like when you're in a kickoff return, you know what it should look like? Everyone should be in unison. Everyone should look the same running down the field. You should have 11 guys running down the field just like this. It should look like this. And then the 11th, and so on. I'll add another one here. They wouldn't be this close, but I don't want to. I want to be able to fit 11 on the screen. The point is, you'd have 11 guys running down the line as close as they can in this formation, down the line to make a tackle on the carrier. Why? Because say this is the ball carrier. If he tries to go in any direction, right, this way, this guy gets him, right? If he bounces this way, this guy gets him. If he bounces that way, this guy gets him, and this guy converges. So my point is, when you're in a line like this, there is no way to give up a kickoff return touchdown. That's how you know these returns are fake. They're not doing what they were taught as a young kid. This is how they run these returns in real life. This is what they really do. I showed you what you're supposed to do. This is what they really do. They'll be like this. You'll have a guy here. You'll have a guy here. You'll have a guy there. You'll have a guy here. You'll have a guy here. You'll have a guy here, there. So what's that? 4. That's 8. You'll have another guy there. You'll have a guy here. Whoops, I put it too close. And then you'll have like a guy just over here. That's just chaotic. Now, if you're a returner, say this is the returner, he catches the ball. But say he's a little further down the field. I just don't have enough screen. Where are you going to go if you're the returner? I'll give you an answer. I'll give you a second to figure out where you would go. The answer is right here because there's no one there. You would go right there because they're all bunched up in the middle over here, and you have all this space there. That's where you would go, and that's what we're seeing. We didn't see it on this last return, but a lot of returns, this is what's happening. What we see on this return was this. I'll show you what we see on this return. They're basically bunched up like this, but what we're seeing now is this. Now he's just running right through the middle because these holes are so ginormous. And then this is the punter right here. The punter ain't going to make the tackle. And that's the point. That's what I'm saying. When you bunch up and you leave lanes open, you leave sidelines open, it's an easy return for anybody. It really is. When you're in a straight line, in unison, following what you're supposed to do, you can't return a touchdown on anyone because you're doing what you're supposed to do. And that's what I mean. That's how these plays go. It's very, very stupid. All right, let's go to the next play. Yeah, this game had a lot of money on it. The Lions had most of the money on it. Everyone was picking the Lions because the Lions are a much better team. J.J. McCarthy's been injured 5-6 straight weeks. So you're telling me off that injury, he's just going to come out and just have the game of his life off injury against the Lions? Like, that's what we're saying, and you're going to believe it? Come on, guys. Like, come on. Clearly, this is what was called for because no one had money on the Lions at all, me included. There's no way that I would bet that the Vikings would win this game, but that's exactly why Vegas took the house on this one. It's because they knew no one would expect it. And that's what you got to do when you bet on these games. What would people not expect? That's how you want to really bet. It's not about who's better, who's worse. That only plays a small portion of the game, and it's not enough. Now let's see the execution or lack thereof on defense. So this guy right here, what is this guy right here looking at? He's looking at the quarterback, guys. You can see he's looking right at the quarterback. The problem is, you should be looking at this guy to your left. He should have looked at him, opened his hips, and play this receiver right here. You would play him, and then this guy right here will play this guy. And that's it. That's it. This guy right here will play the cutoff on the slant or the drag. And that's it. You got man here, man on man. And then up top here, you got another man on man. So, well, this guy right here would play this cutoff on the slant. And also he has the running back coming out of the backfield as well. So he has a two-way go there. So everything should be covered here. This pass should have never been able to go over the top to this guy, which you will see in a moment. This is just nonsense. It's because the guy right here is not paying attention. He's not even moving. Look at him. What is he doing? Why is he just standing in the middle of the field like that? No one plays defense like that. What defense has a safety just line up at 15 yards and just stand there? You don't even move. You don't react. You just stand there in no man's land? Like, what coach would devise a plan like that? It just doesn't make sense. You're not going to tell me that's a middle hole, because the middle hole, you'd have to be head on a swivel and moving and covering ground. You don't just sit at 15 yards. I wasn't paying much attention to this play, honestly. I'm not going to lie, because I was too busy reaming. Oh, this was the end of it, huh? So they couldn't tackle at the end. I wasn't paying attention because I was explaining what happened before that, but we'll see here. See, there's the idiot. He should have been on this already. And then let's see the lack of tackling. Look at 26, how he goes at this. Doesn't really go for his legs. Why would you go up high on a bigger guy? Now, all three of them, why are all three of them going up high? Why is not one of them going for the legs? The answer is they're not trying to tackle him. If you're really trying to tackle him, you grab legs and you alligator roll. That's what you do. The fact that all three of them, now a fourth guy is coming in up top, it's because they're pushing him in the end zone. They're not trying to tackle this guy. No one teaches this kind of tackling. Look at this. No one goes for his legs. Not one person, guys. Why do you need four guys up high? You don't. No one does this, guys. No one. In football, when you see a guy up high, the next guy goes low. Then the next guy goes high, and then the next guy goes low. That's how that goes. That's how that goes. Nowhere in football is it taught any other way. You're not going to see a guy go up high, a guy go up high, a guy go up high, and another guy go up high. That does not happen. It does not happen at any level, not even Pee-wee. This is just them doing whatever they want to do because they know he had to score, so they just pushed him in while trying to make it look like they're tackling, but they're not at all whatsoever. Touchdown. That's all that was, guys. Stupid. Let's go to the next play. Another kick return. All right, let's see if we have any lane responsibility on this one. Let's see if they all stay in a straight line or if it gets bunched up. Oh, they're already bunching up. Look at these guys. Let's pause right here, guys. Look at this. So, all right, let's examine this real quickly. The only people that are doing their jobs properly, people that are on this yard, the 30-yard line, are the only ones that are really doing their job. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll even give this guy one. 5 guys are doing their jobs. I'll even give this guy it. The only reason I'm saying that I'm giving it to him is because he seems like he's trying to get to that point and he's getting blocked. So I'll even say, so 6 guys out of 11 are doing the right thing. Right? Now you got what? 1, 2, 3, 4 guys just out of position and just not going to be able to contribute, not going to be able to make a play, and they're just going to screw the team. These 3 guys right here that I just pointed on down here, it should be 1, 2, 3. In case the runner tries to go here, those 3 guys will be there. But the fact that they're not there, the runner can go right there. I don't know if he's going to do that, guys. But as of right now, it looks like this is wide open right here because these 3 guys are not in a straight line trying to recover this kick. They're not. And then this guy right here gets ahead of the line. So that's never good. You never want to be ahead. You never want to lag back. You want to be at the same length. It's like a wall. You're building a wall down the field. That's what it is, essentially. What happens to a crooked wall? It doesn't fucking sit still. It doesn't stand, right? So that's not what you want. So let's see how this plays out now that we saw that. Let's see. And, well, he goes up the crease. Right where the one guy that I gave him and said, oh, I'll give it to him, but he got blocked. But that guy that didn't get to that 30-yard line that still is getting blocked allows the lane right here. There's a hole here because this guy right here didn't get off the block. And he's been on that block, it seems like, for an eternity. Now, this guy, once he gets through this, he's going to have a 2-way go. He can go this way. He can go that way. I don't know which way he's going to go. We're going to find out, but it's because of one guy not doing their job. Well, I shouldn't say one guy. It's really 4 guys not doing their jobs, but this guy is highlighted. And then look at these 3 guys back here that were supposed to be in the right spot. They're all in the wrong spot now. Uh-oh. All right, here we go. All blocked by guys that they shouldn't be getting blocked by. And now he goes outside where those 3 guys should have been. If they were outside where they should have been, they would have been pursuing from behind and got him. That's my point. But he would have never gotten that far if that one guy got to the 30-yard line instead of getting clipped. So that's that, guys. It's very easy to see. Right there, the huge hole, and then right up the crease. The lines are getting gashed all day on kick returns. Because they wanted to. They were told to. They're only doing what they're told. Alright, why are they going to just stay on this? Let's get to the next play. Alright, here we go. So the Chargers, let's see what they do here. Yeah, this is just a bad read. We'll see this from the other angle. So you guys can see how badly this was. Like, he literally just threw this right to the other team. Let's see the end zone view real quick. If it lets us. It's already starting this crap. I don't know what's going on. I literally have no idea why it does this. It's doing it early now. Alright. They're not showing the end zone view. Don't look at Barton. Look at Herbert. What is Herbert doing on this? Barton is there the whole time. Like, I don't know what Herbert's looking at, guys. It's not like Barton dropped. Usually a linebacker will be here and he'll drop and then come, right? That's not what happened here. Barton was here the whole time and just went in. That's it. This is just a terrible read. The guy that he wants to throw to is right here. That's the read to make. Or right here. Those are the only 2 reads to make over here. I don't know what he was thinking. This is an interception every single day at every level. So I'm just shocked that this happened. But it just shows you, man. Vegas rules all. There's probably a prop bet on this or something. Who knows? And then look at the running back acting like he couldn't pull the brakes and get that tackle. He just kept running by. So they were supposed to give that up to get the live bets going, probably get more people throwing money on the Titans. That's all that is, guys. Low snap. DB never looks back for the ball. And then they gave him the magnet. That's all you got to do as a DB. Run next to him. Don't look back for the ball. Let him catch it. And that's it. You get paid your millions just to act. Here's a good view of it. Look at 21. He never looks back for the ball. Just stays next to him. Oh, he looked back for it, but it was too late. He didn't even look back. He just turned his head to make it look like he was looking back. But doesn't actually look for the ball. He doesn't locate the football at all. Look at him. He has no idea where the football is, looking like that. He's trying to make it look like he's looking for it. He didn't look up. He looked away. Like, that's not going to help anyone. All right, let's see what happens on this play. Oh, this is the trickery. Defensive end has to keep coming. But actually, the corner. It was the corner, guys. This number 20. This is on number 20, guys. Number 20 went across the field instead of staying at home. They should be showing this from the end zone view. I'll show you number 20 the entire time. It was number 20. As a cornerback, unless you're in man coverage, you always have your corner of the end zone. So this guy, wait, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So yeah, it's number 20, guys. They're not in man coverage. So the number 20, he's responsible for all this right here, guys. As a corner, that's your responsibility. From the top pylon to the bottom pylon down here, right? So basically all this is the responsibility of the corner because they're fast and they can take up space with that speed. So he should be covering all this ground in here, guys. What you're going to see him just run over here and just kind of hang out. And then when the ball's thrown, he runs back late. That's what you're going to see. And that's why the touchdown happened. Defensive end, the best ones will have seen this coming when the quarterback's sprinting out like this. The best defensive ends will pull the brakes and run with this. Right? Because the guy back here has a longer way to go to get into the end zone. You could turn around and make a tackle as the guy right here if you had to. Right? When they bring the trickery, you know what I mean? And you still got these guys to pursue as well. So there's things you can do to combat that. But the problem is, once this guy goes inside there, there's nothing over here to cover at all. There's no one here. He's the force player on this play. So that's what happens, guys. Let's see it play out. All right, look at him. Watch him. Wait for it. See him? Watch 20. Where's 20 going, guys? Where is 20 going besides nowhere? He's doing this on purpose, guys. Where's my other corner on the other side? See how he stays at home? He doesn't run. Why doesn't this corner run up in the middle? This is the other corner. He didn't run up in the middle. Why did this guy run up in the middle? Because he was giving up this side of the field. He was giving up the vacant part of the field. That's all it was. He didn't stay at home. He did his own thing. And that's what you get. See, this corner, now he comes over because there's no one over there. How is it that the corner on the other side is almost as close as the corner that was supposed to be on this side? Let's pause for a second. Guys, I want you to understand this. The corner from the other side of the field made it to the side of the corner of this field. Here he is. This is the corner on the other side of the field, and this is the corner on this side of the field that should have been covering this part of the end zone who ran inside. How is it that the other side corner was able to be 5 yards from you at the end of the play, but you're nowhere near the play and it was on your side? Explain that, guys. You can't explain it because it's unexplainable. Alright, we'll do a few more plays here because I'm kind of getting annoyed watching this crap. Day one things not being able to get done. And they're lagging my screen. We're seeing a lot of this Vikings crap. Look at their rush is not really coming in, guys. The Lions aren't really rushing. So they didn't really rush. And you got a guy wide open. That's all that is. They're not rushing. It's like they were like playing softly and nicely to let McCarthy have a good game. So he's pressing. This is a penalty right here, guys. He pulled on his jersey and held him past 5 yards, and he still got beat. Never looked for the ball. Still gets beat. And look at the lack of a rush. No one's really trying to get in there. Not even Aiden. He stumbled, but he didn't really try to get there. Uh-oh. It's the Titans. This is never a good thing. Whenever you see the Titans on here, it's never a good thing. But they might actually get a good play here because they actually caught the punt here. But it still could go bad. Up, sweet feet, and then nothing at all. Look at this. No lane responsibilities. No one in a line. They all gave the sideline up. Punter just gets wailed. Literally, they just gave the sideline up. We're not going to watch that again. That was just very, very bad. Like, very bad. Alright, let's see the Drake London. One of his 3 touchdowns over here on this play. Drake London was eaten. And I told you, Michael Penix throws the ball down the field. All that dinking and dunking, that was for the birds. He doesn't play like Dylan Gabriel. Like, he doesn't know how to throw, like, short passes. He sails them because he's a deep ball thrower. He doesn't have the touch for short passes because that's not part of his game. It's just what it is. If you've seen this guy play in college, you know Michael Penix just doesn't play that way. All right, let's see what happens on this play. So they give him a free release, guys. No one jammed him. So no jam, so it's a pitch and catch. They didn't jam him. It's a pitch and catch, guys. You have to jam at the point of attack when you're 5 yards and in. Hell, when you're 10 yards and in, you have to. Otherwise, it's pitch and catch. These guys practice all day long with each other, these timing routes. If you let them get the timing they practice on, it's going to be a catch. You have to throw it off, even if it's a fragment of a second. You have to throw off the timing that these guys have with each other. Imagine you push him and he gets a half a second off. He's not going to get the hands on the ball because the ball is going to be a half a second fast because you made him come at it shorter because you shoved him a little. But when you let him off the line, it's right on point like this every time. I can't stress that enough. All right, next play. We'll do a few more. A lot of money on this game on the Packers to win. And they just took a dump. This was a nice throw. It hung in the air for a long time, though. If he could have gotten this ball down, this was a touchdown. This ball was like a punt. It hung in that air, guys. And he definitely threw this game at the end with that interception where he, bought all that time and threw it across his body, across the end zone. Like, he threw that right to the other team. I don't even know what he was looking at. He was probably looking at Vegas's message they sent him via text message. Look at this, though. Right here, if he throws a line drive and not floating, he catches it in stride and he's gone. He had to stop and turn his body and jump for that, guys. So that's the result. All right. See what happens on this play. They're pulling. Play action. The rush gets there. Let's see, though. Let's see how this tackle. Let's see how the right tackle blocks this. Let's see him. He doesn't kick back, guys. He goes right into a shuffle. And what do I tell you guys? When these tackles go right into a shuffle immediately and they don't even kick back and get depth, they always get beat every single time. Just look for that. If they immediately go into their stance and shuffle, they're beat immediately. They've turned their shoulders and they've committed to an area, and that's not what you want to do as a tackle, especially against TJ. Watch him. Right into a shuffle. One kick back and he shuffles immediately. That is never going to get it done against TJ Watt. Or anyone for that matter. It wouldn't get it done against me. He just has to get skinny on you and use his speed. He didn't even use a bull rush. He didn't have to. One of these dumbass reporters were saying that TJ Watt is regressing. Like, I want to slap him in his face. No edge protection here. But it was actually off a chip block. He actually had all the protection in the world on this play. Like, he literally had like 5, 6, 7 seconds because Atlanta was not really rushing at all. This guy is rumbling, bumbling, and stumbling everywhere and then runs bro over. Jeez Louisa. But yeah, this protection that Drake may have is the kind of protection that every quarterback dreams of. We'll do a couple more plays. Look at this protection, guys. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi. He had 5-6 seconds to throw that, guys. That's unheard of in the NFL. And that also shows you that they weren't rushing. Whenever you guys, let me put it this way. Whenever you see a passing situation and the quarterback has more than 3 seconds to throw the ball, the other team is not really rushing their hardest. They're giving up and letting up on that play. Because it's literally known. You only have 3 seconds in the NFL to throw the ball. And that's tops. If you have more than that, they're not rushing you properly. That's that simple. And I'm not going to spend much more time saying that. That's just what it is. If you don't believe it, I don't know what to tell you. But that's just what it is, man. Alright, let's see what happens on this play. We'll probably do this play and maybe one more. CMC had a day on these boys. And he goes right at him, doesn't he? Oh, nope, he got hit. And then it got picked. This is on the quarterback, guys. He just held on to this too long. Like, I know Mac Jones is doing all right carrying this team. But this is just, you got to get rid of this ball. And that was the problem Mac Jones had in New England. He held the ball too long. And you guys see it. The guy's wide open on his break. This guy right here is wide open on his break. It's first down. He's on. Look at this, guys. He's planted on his back foot. The ball is ready. Just let it rip. Let it rip, guys. The guy's wide open. Let it rip. He's wide open right there. Everything is planted. Just get the ball to the bro. He's there. This guy's not open because the defender is ready. Look at this DB, guys. His hips are flipped. And he's recovering. This guy is wide open. He's waiting for the ball and it's just not coming. Like, I don't know what Mac Jones was looking at. CMC isn't even ready to receive the ball yet. He's still running his route. So CMC's not open yet. The throw is right here, man. And it's clear as day. I don't know how he doesn't see it. Look at him. He's wide open. And he just, I don't know what he's throwing at. Floats it, boats it, and it gets goated. Floats it, boats it, goats it, man. Alright, let's get to the last play here. I think we've gotten a bunch of good plays. And plus, it's going a little slower right now. The NFL's not trying to let me get this film. They just not trying right now. Come on, bro. They're still showing this. Drake May was having a day on New England. I kind of want to see him moss Gonzalez on that one play where he just rises up on him. Oh, there's an Atlanta play, or I mean Atlanta Raiders. We should get a play of that because we haven't seen any of those plays. We'll get a Raiders play after this. Look at this. All this time to throw, and then the guy comes right through. Oh, this is where Drake just dropped the ball down. He was told to let Atlanta back into the game on this one because they only won by 1 point. So Atlanta covered the spread. No one had them covering. I picked them to cover because I just saw where the money was, and I just had to go with it. This is just Drake May letting the ball go and then not securing it. I have this one on YouTube Shorts. I won't spend too much time on it. I'll let you look at the strip so you can be the judge for yourself. But he doesn't protect the ball. The guy's coming right at you. You don't protect it, and you just let him poke it out. You don't double up. You just let him just destroy you. That's what we're doing in the NFL. All right, I'm just checking. I'm trying to find this Raiders play because we haven't seen. Oh, let's do a Rams and Raiders play, and then we'll call it quits. Puka in motion. They're in man because the guy followed him, so they're in man coverage. Matt identifies the man, so he goes right to the one-on-one coverage with Puka. I think he does an out and up on this, and the DB doesn't turn back for the ball. That's all that is. DB never looks back for the football. Puka gets an easy touchdown. Show it again. Show us the DB just doing the same thing we see. Run next to him, let him catch it, and then fall down, and then disappear. Go collect your check. Your acting check, that is. Because it ain't a football check. Can't call you a footballer. Can call you an actor, though. They're in Hollywood, right? They're in L.A. playing, right? So they're in Hollywood. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Doesn't get much more plainer than that. DB lets him catch it and then just jumps on him after he catches it already. It's too late, buddy. You got to hit him before he catches the ball. That's usually the idea. And Puka actually had his hands out pretty early there, so you knew that you could have put your hand up, but you let him catch it and then you put your hand out. It's very stupid. I'm kind of sick of it. All right, let's see what happens on the Raiders play, guys. And then we should call it quits there. I don't think there's anything else I want to see. Oh, we can get a Chiefs play. Because we didn't get a Chiefs play. I guess it was the play before this was a Chiefs play. Alright, you know what? Let's do the Chiefs play first. And then we'll come and do the Raiders play after. And then we can end on that one. It would make more sense. Wait. If this is a punt, we're not doing it. Oh, this is just a pat. Alright, let's see this from the beginning. So we'll do this play and the next play, and we'll call it quits. So, looks like Kansas City's not really rushing on this play, guys, if you look closely. 1 Mississippi. 2 Mississippi. 3 Mississippi. 4 Mississippi. They're not rushing, guys. And look at this. What are we covering here? So there's 2 guys there and he still gets open, but it's 5 seconds. No one can cover for 5 seconds. Why is he getting 5 seconds back there? Why is Chris Jones playing patty cake? Why is this guy not closer? Why is this guy not closer to this guy? Why is this guy not up here trying to rob this? There's just a lot of questions here, guys. This guy's the only guy that's in position to make a play on someone. Everyone else is just out of position, not in any position to make a play. So I don't know what's going on with this defense. But I told you guys the Bills would win this game. The Bills always win in the regular season. But then in the playoffs, the Chiefs always get them. Because the problem is the Bills show them everything. This becomes essentially their Super Bowl. So they do everything in their power to win. They show them everything. So when the playoffs come, they've seen it all. But the Chiefs, they've held a lot in the chamber. There's a lot of plays the Chiefs haven't shown you, but they're going to save that. And that's what ends up happening in these games. Look at this. Let's pause right here. Let's see. Oh, this guy is actually way out of position. This is wide open. I don't know the down and distance, but this is wide open. This is actually open too on the break. But he ends up hitting this guy on the end. This guy looks like he's on him, but he's not. He's off him by like a couple yards. And then you got this guy running deep. So he ends up hitting this guy right here in the middle. I'm pretty sure. It looked like. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's who he hit. Let's see it. Yep. Guys, it looked like the defender that was on him like stopped his feet or something. Because he was on him when I showed him. And then all of a sudden, look at this. He's on him. Now all of a sudden loses eyes, loses focus, and leaves him. Like he's in man coverage, guys. And he started looking at the quarterback and then looked back at the guy. Like, why aren't you looking at him the whole time? Oh, because you're letting him score. Okay, just checking. You're just going to let him go. Okay, you ain't going to play no defense. You're just going to pretend. Okay, just checking. All right, let's check what these Raiders are up to. What are these Raiders all about? They lost in Raider fashion. A one-handed catch, magnet catch. There it is, guys. We were going to get one. We were bound to get a magnet catch. Let's see it. Let's see it up close and personal. Doesn't get faked by the move, but the ball's in the air. Yoink. Look at how it attaches to his body, guys. Look at that. Look at how it like floats around. I'm going to slow it down a little bit more. Like it literally is like, I don't even know the word. It's like probing. It's probing around his chest area. And like finally it finds its way to his glove. Like, what? Look at this ball, guys. Just look at this. Pay attention to the ball. What kind of physics is this? It like attracts to his shoulder pads almost. Like there's a magnet on his shoulder pads, right? They activated it. It got stuck to his shoulder pad. Now he just has to put his hand on it. It gets stuck. Now they deactivate it. Now he can let go. That's all that is, guys. They got some crazy good technology. It's a $1 billion organization. You don't think they could figure out technology on how to put magnets in shoulder pads and footballs, helmets? We've seen that before. They can do whatever they want, guys. They have as much money as they want at their disposal. That's why none of you guys can picture it, because you guys don't understand how much money they have and how much they have behind them. Like, there's just no way. But we're going to leave this here, guys. We went over enough. I just can't stomach any more of this. But, wait, did we see any of this Redskins game? You know what? Let's do one Redskins play, because I don't think we did even one play of this. It wasn't a good game or anything. They came out and literally just slapped them. We'll do one play just so we can say we did a play for basically every team. Looks like a big hit right there, but we want to see a play. Alright, let's see if we can get this play in. Alright, so he's smiling. So they just scored a touchdown. So let's see how they scored. Oh, here we go. So the rookie tight end. Looks like this guy's on him, or supposed to be. Let's see how it plays out. I actually got this going too slow right now. Free release, 18, yep, like I said, supposed to be on him, and he lets him get over the top on him. 18, all right, let's pause. I see where he got wrong here. So 18 is on the tight end. He allows the free release and then gets in a trail technique behind him. That's not what you should have done there. What he should have done is backpedal, gain some cushion, watch the release, keep him in front of you. That's what he should have did. Keep the guy in front of you. You stay over the top so you can see the quarterback and him. So now you put yourself in a trail technique. Now you have no idea what's going on behind you because you're running with your back to the quarterback instead of backpedaling, keeping the quarterback in front of you. So this is how a lot of guys give up easy touchdowns on purpose. Stupid technique like this. You know damn well no one teaches you to do this. Jump inside to go on a trail to not look for the ball. And you're telling me that this tight end's faster than you, bro? And he pulled his arm down. But it meant nothing. And then the tight end lowers himself for a hit that doesn't even come. I don't know why they're showing us this guy. Oh, was he open too? Oh, yep, that guy was open as well. So literally they had two guys open on this play. Could have picked his litter. This guy was like, I'm open. But he's like, oh, okay, we scored anyway. That's fine. We'll do one more. Why not? Play action. Yep. No edge. Look at your edge guy. Look at your defensive end, guys. This is what happens, man, when you crash inside. You crash inside and you let Sam Darnold, who's athletic enough, get to the edge. I say it every time. This guy right here, fat boy, he crashes inside. Now it allows the QB to roll out. It's just really dumb. This guy should have been here and containing the edge. That keeps the quarterback right where he's at. And he can't roll out and just destroy your whole defense. But you allowed him to, and that's what happens. You let him get the edge. You crash inside like you're not ever supposed to do. Quarterback rolls out. Let's see who he gets for a big gain. No one in his face. No pressure. Wide open. It's pitch and catch. Guy completely whiffs on the tackle. I can't even say a tackle. I don't even know what that was. He didn't even wrap up. He, like, kissed his ass. He literally kisses him in his... Look at this. He kisses him in his ass. Or was it his back? It might have been his lower back, but he still just kissed him. Alright, guys. We're going to leave it off here. Thank you for watching. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for getting through this with me. Do me a favor and just press that like button down there so we can get more engagement. And we'll go from there. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to join me next week.